everybody, and welcome to this special preview ahead of the two shows that I will be attending, that being Friday night at the Pendlebury Social Club for Salford City Wrestling's Reign of Fire, and also on Sunday, the 6th of July, I will be there at the Fairfield Social Club for Futureshock, acceptable in the 80s. However, let's kick on with this rundown of the two shows. Tomorrow night at the Pendlebury Social Club sees Salford City Wrestling putting on its fourth show in history, and will also see it being the fourth show that it has sold out, which for a brand new promotion that's not even a year old, to have four straight sellouts is incredible. Every show has gotten better and better. I'm pretty much expecting this to be the same, if all being truthful. The card itself has, the card itself just has some of the best talent you can ask for. So we'll kind of run through what we run through. The main event for tomorrow night's Reign of Fire show is The King, Troy Ryan, as he takes on Andre Decker, who on debut on the last show put in a hell of a performance to dismantle the bigger picture all on his own on a 2-on-1 handicap match. So that much will really rule. So we then have also a women's match between Alfie and Natalie Sykes. This is a match that has been brewing since back in February at Salford City Wrestling Coronation, where we saw a triple threat match involving Lily Winter, Alfie, and Natalie Sykes. We all seemed to feel that Sykes and Alfie were going to link up. Of course, that is not what happened. Sykes would join up with Lily Winter to kind of try and take out Alfie. On that occasion, Alfie became a cropper. But then we moved a couple months later to Long Live the King, where we saw Harley Harris teaming with Alfie to take down both Winter and Sykes. But on this occasion, it's going to be one-on-one. Alfie will take on Natalie Sykes. This should be an absolute banger of a match. Two of the best, I feel, on the scene right now. Who wins? Time can only tell. But I think if you're a Salford City fan, Salford City Wrestling fan, I should stress that, then I think you're probably going for Alfie, because Alfie feels very much an honorary Salfordian, even though I'm Mancunian, but we'll kind of stray away from that subject altogether. We have the fatal five-way match. You heard me, five-way. As we have the Vigilante Bentley. He will go up against the two members of Zumberweights in Jack Barron and Phil Michael, who on the last show had one of the most incredible matches. If you haven't seen it online, I thoroughly recommend that you do. It saw the Zumberweights collide effectively, as Philip, for some reason that neither us or Jack can comprehend, Philip, when he comes to Salford, does not like anyone. He hates the crowd. He hates the fans. Did not recognise Jack as a teammate. But them two will go back at it again as rivals. But added to the mix is star killer Dave Birch and Alex Boylan. Those two being added to this contest stemmed from the last show, which was Long Live the King, where it saw Dave Birch taking on Big Steve Braddock. Apologies for my pronunciations. I am half tired. After the match, it saw Dave beating up Big Steve. God, I think I need a drink. It saw him beating up Big Steve, and while doing his beatdown, it saw Alex Boylan running in to make the save, who was the tag partner of Big Steve at the first ever Salford show. So we have a bit of bad blood between them. And then you just add everyone into the mix. So I think it's too close to call who comes out on top in this. But I am looking forward to it because I think it's going to be carnage, but carnage of the highest fun order. The remaining match on the card sees Jack Johnson, the home favourite, looking to gain revenge against Jensen Vesper. If you can recall, on the last show, it saw Jack defeating Aiton Steen in that epic Salford street fight. After the match, however, it saw Troy Ryan looking to make an example out of Jack Johnson. Vesper hit the ring, looking like he was going to save Jack. Unfortunately, that did not happen, and saw Vesper aligning himself with Troy Ryan, and saw both putting a beat down on Johnson, which brings us to this Friday night, as Vesper will have to pay the piper, so to speak, as he goes up against Jack Johnson. As well as that, we have Aiton Steen, who, following his loss in the Salford City street fight to Jack Johnson, he has something he wants to tell the Salford faithful. So we'll kind of wait and see what he's going to say. Is he going to call out Jack Johnson again? Is he going to call out Salford City Wrestling Management? Who knows? It's cloak and dagger is what we can say. Meanwhile, we don't know how or where, but we do know that the banter bus will be in the house. Possibly we may know who they may be fighting, but again, we wait and see. If you wanted to go to this show, it is sold out, like I said at the start. There are ticket sales already for the next show, which I believe is August 29th or July 29th. And after doing a bit of digging, it is August the 29th. That is for Salford City Wrestling Supremacy. So tickets are on sale already for that show, which is always fun to kind of try and get things sorted. Again, we will hopefully God willing, give a review of what happened when we all kind of have the time, or it might just be me doing it, as I will try and do something at least. And if anyone has a spare Sunday, well, Sunday afternoon at least, and would like to take in a wrestling show, then let me point you, if I may, in the direction of the Fairfield Social Club, as Futureshock's Acceptable in the 80s show will be taking place. I think Mel and Kim said it best when they said a respectable wrestling show. And the card is radical. The amount of talent you have on this show is ridiculous. Let me run through it. The card, we do not know who is facing who. We do know who will be there, though. So let me enlighten you. We have, following his stunning performance at Wembley at Live Aid, we have Freddie Mercury in the house. What he's going to do, we have no idea. But I mean, what a coup to get Freddie Mercury at Futureshock. It's incredible. And at the same time, who are you going to call when you want 4 incredible people? You call the Ghostbusters. Of course you do. They will be there as well. We also have from Paisley Park the artist himself, Prince. He will be there at the Fairfield Social Club. As well as him, we also have the Terminator. He will be in the house. So what the Terminator is going to bring, other than carnage, maybe bloodshed, and looking for John O'Connor, is probably going to be one of them, if not Sarah. Because they do have the ongoing rivalry at the moment amongst the territories. But the Terminator will be there. We also have Philadelphia's favourite son, Rocky Balboa. He is scheduled to be there. Fresh from, I think, one of his recent title fights, I believe. So, you know, he's had a heavy workload, has Rocky, in recent years, especially with those 2 incredible bouts he had against Apollo Creed. Indiana Jones will be there, fresh from one of his recent adventures. So we'll see how he does. We also have, for the first ever time, a 60-minute Iron Woman match. That's going to bang. I mean, the concept of an Iron Woman match, I believe it's the first of its kind. I don't think I've ever heard of an Iron Woman or an Iron Man match, to be fair. So we are going to be spoiled. Because, I mean, I don't know how the rules go, but I'm sure they'll tell us. MTV will be there. Not just filming, but they will be there competing, which will be exciting. So we'll see what happens with them. And also, just recently announced in the last 2 hours, we have the return of Brian Strong to Futureshock. He won a couple. I think his last showing was sometime, I think it was in the late 70s, if memory serves. He won a tag team match, but then he's took time out. obviously, family comes first, and recently became a dad. So, congratulations, Brian, if I can say so, with his brand new son, Bryok. So, and who knows? Bryok may follow in his dad's footsteps when he gets older. But Brian, fun-loving guy. So we'll see who Brian faces. But one thing for sure, it will be an absolute bomb. But yeah, a rad show, no doubt about it. This Sunday at the Fairfield Social Club. Tickets are still available if you want to go to your local ticket outlet. I believe they have actually posted it on a thing called the internet. So, because I'm still getting to grips with the internet myself, if truth be told. But yeah, those are your two shows this weekend. If anyone is going to any of them, hi, because I will be there. Hopefully, if anyone is going, I hope you have a fun time. Don't be a dick. Also, if you're going to a wrestling show, but not at either of them, have a fun time, because wrestling is fun. That's how it's meant to be. Other than that, thank you for watching my random rant for about 20 odd minutes. It's genuinely appreciated. But yeah, I will leave at this point because I have nothing further to say. So from me, Producer Pet, have a fun weekend, enjoy your wrestling,